If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. 3 of 3 Zambrotta 90 rated. The Moments card, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, high attacking work rate, medium defensive, which is probably the only negative, I would say, about sort of the core information. I mean, weak foot, you can't get better than that. Skill moves on a right back, not that relevant, but 4-star is fantastic. The high defensive work rate would be ideal, you know, high, because then he'd be bombing forward, he'd be bombing back. He has the stamina to be able to do both. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the desire to come back as much as I thought he would do. I do have him in a 5-3-2 formation, which means he is a wing back. He's not going to be used as a full back in terms of how you'd play a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-1, for example. He is going to be primarily a winger in this sense. He's going to be bombing forward very, very often. So most of the stats you'll see are actually going to be him attacking. There are some defensive stats in there, but I think we all know defensively in this game, you don't necessarily have to have a player who knows how to defend. It's just a case of having a body in the way. And that's what Zambrotta would be, of course. But he does also have 93 stand tackle, 91 slide tackle, and 90 interceptions. He's very good at defending regardless. In terms of going forward, I had a lot more success with Zambrotta than I thought I was going to. He got a few assists. I think he even scored a goal at one point. It was a bit of a banger. I actually really enjoy playing with him, and it was one of those that I read on paper and I thought, you know what, he suits the 5 at the back formation and the system very, very well. He goes forward with great crossing, he can dribble, he's got composure and reactions, he has a 5-star weak foot to cut in on the left or to go wide, and he has some skill moves if he needs it on the edge of the area. The only thing he really lacks is that agility and balance, and then of course the desire to get back and defend. My wing backs in a 5-3-2 formation are set to overlap, get forward, and all the rest of it. There's no come back and defend option there. So he has a medium defensive work rate, and that was telling in some instances. If you bomb forward and you lose the ball, you are going to be left with 3 players at the back. But that is the nature of the 5-3-2 system anyway. So I had Fofana, Puyol, and Alaba. Well, St. Graven and Zambrotta were bombing forward, essentially joining the other 5 up front. So be aware of that. He has almost no desire to get back and defend, and he just doesn't. Unless you tell him to, he won't. So there's that. But the whole point of me titling it the way that I have done is to tell you that if you want to play that 5 at the back system, and you want a player who is capable of defending, but also someone who is capable of going forward and causing some real trouble. Look at that, bottom of your screen. He's in space, and he's gone. And he gets the ball, he's good on it, he can move it left to right, shift it inside, he goes back out to that space. Look how much space he's got down the bottom of your picture. Is he going to get it back again? No, he's not. We're going to score. He doesn't need to get it back again because Ian Wright is that good. Go check out that review if you haven't done it already. Here he is in a defensive position, goes in there, gets his slide tackle in, wins the ball back, and away we go again. But instantly, and you'll see it as the clips progress and go on and go forward, that he will go wide, and he'll go really wide. Look at that, top of your picture. Look at this. St. Graven picks him out. What a ball that is, by the way. If you haven't done that card, you've missed out. That is a banging ball. He gets into the penalty area, goes down to the byline. I choose the wrong option, but he got into the penalty area from right to left in about 3-4 seconds, and we're into the opposing penalty area. Capable of defending as well, like I said, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Most of the clips, like I said, are going to be attacking clips because we are playing him as a wing back. And he bombs forward again. This is right at the start of the game. He's got full energy. He's up against Leroy Fur's upgraded What If card. Takes him on as if he's not even there. Mendy comes across, can't get near him, and bang, Ian Wright, what are you doing? He should have scored. I really like his forward runs, and I think this is going to be one of those cards that suits however you play. If you play 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 4-4-2, whatever it is, but you tell them to stay back, the fullbacks to stay back, he will stay back. He won't have any desire to go forward because that will override his attacking work rate. And you won't have a problem. Now and again, maybe you can send him forward if you really want to, and you can see that he is good at doing so, completely sends that defender, gets into a decent position, plays it across, and it's an easy tap-in for Claude Makelele. I mean, it had to be an easy tap-in for him because he's got like 60-something finishing. That's how much of a plate it was. It was just served up to Makelele. But look at him inside the penalty area. He just dances, and he uses his strength, and he gets into positions that you just literally tee it up for whoever's waiting. It doesn't matter whether they've got 50 shooting or whether they've got 99 shooting. The pass is just so accurate onto their foot, and after dithering around all the defenders, getting rid of every single one of them, that there's nothing to do but put it in the back of the net. You can't miss because he puts it on a plate. Banging cross in there for Diego Maradona. 91 crosses on him. Very, very accurate in that sense. There's not really an awful lot of negative things to speak of here. This guy is meta in every sense of the word. He fits the game unbelievably well, and he is very good. If you use this overlapping system, McGeady here goes for the ambitious. He probably shouldn't have. He should have taken a touch. My fault. But if you play this system, you're going to have unbelievable success with Zambrotta, and I wouldn't worry about the stamina either. He bombs forward constantly. I kept telling him to go backwards constantly as well, flicking the right stick every time I made a pass to either send him forward or backwards if I needed him to cover. I wouldn't worry about his stamina. 92 just seems to run for days. He has an absolute engine, which is awesome. But yeah, like I said, in terms of like the 4-back formations, if you do end up using a 4 at the back and just use him as a fullback, as long as you tell him to stay back while attacking, you'll be fine. And his defensive capability is bang on. With a Chem style, whether it be a shadow, whether it be an anchor, whatever, it's going to take him up into the high 90s for the majority of it. Apart from his heading, the rest of it will go well into the 90s. I mean, to be fair, 3 of the 5 are already in the 90s anyway. So this is an endgame card. Prime icon moments, okay, only 90 rated. I know a lot of people will argue that they've got Kleiber and he's good enough, and they've got this guy and they've got that guy. And sure, if you're happy with your current fullback, don't let me tell you otherwise, that's fine. However, if you are looking for a new right back and maybe one that can help you link in certain players, Zambrotta is an option. The only issue that you have is that this guy is not cheap. He is 1.4 million on PlayStation on the market and just above 1 on Xbox. The SBC is going to be about 1.1, so he's cheaper to do the SBC on PlayStation, but it's more expensive to do the SBC on Xbox than it is to go and buy him off the market. Only you and you alone can tell you yourself whether it's worth it or not. If you think it's worth it, then it is. If you're willing to give up the cards you need to get this card, then it's worth it. You don't need me to sit here and tell you that it's not worth doing or it is worth doing, because it's going to come down to your personal needs and preferences and who you have in your club and who you don't have in the club. I think he's a banging card, and just know that if you put him in the team, he will be there until the end of the game and you will not need to upgrade him. So, you know, armed with that information, you can now hopefully at least make somewhat of an informed decision as to whether you think it's going to be worth spending all those coins on a fullback. Will create chances, will defend. Honestly, I really enjoyed myself. Banging card. Really good set of icons from EA, to be fair. Hopefully they can do this in the next couple of days and release another 3. Let me know what you think of Zambrotta and the rest of the icons in the comments. If you have enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.